Hey, how's it going? Let's see what's in the news today. Australia's lost its chance to win back-to-back Cricket World Cups. The team's been knocked out by England in the semi-finals, and the players are pretty disappointed.
Yeah, the dream is officially over. For just the third time in 32 years, Australia will sit out the World Cup final. England were actually favourites heading into the match, and early on it was easy to see why, when Finch and Warner were sent packing early.
Can you believe it? David Warner!
Alex Carey copped a bouncer to the chin and was stuck wearing this big bandage for the rest of the game. Things really didn't get that much better for the Aussies after that. Then it was England's turn. Jason Roy was left fuming when he was called out, even though he wasn't, but he'd run out of reviews. See, not happy. But it didn't make a difference anyway, as England cruised to a very easy victory. England will face New Zealand in the final on Sunday, with both teams looking to win their first ever World Cup.
It hasn't been all bad news for Aussie sport. Matilda's captain Sam Kerr has just been crowned the best international footballer at the ESPY Awards in the US. It's the second year in a row she's scooped the prestigious award. Kerr's had a pretty amazing year with the Chicago Red Stars in America's top league, where she's now the all-time leading goal scorer. Japan's explosive asteroid mission has just entered its final phase. The Hayabusa 2 spacecraft has been hanging out near Ryugu, an asteroid orbiting between Earth and Mars, for about a year. Now it's just landed on the surface for the second time, in a crater it made itself using explosives. Its mission is to collect rock samples, and the explosion helps to unearth rocks below the surface that are less affected by the harsh conditions of space. The samples collected will be analysed by scientists back on Earth, and hopefully they'll reveal more about how our solar system began. One of the world's most famous auction houses is hosting a very special type of auction for the first time. It's selling sneakers, but not exactly the kind you and I wear.
100 of the rarest and most expensive sneakers in the world are going up for sale for the first time at Sotheby's in New York. For example, the Moon Shoe. They might not look like much, but these babies are worth more than $150,000. They're one of only 12 pairs that were handmade by one of the founders of Nike. Apparently he wanted a footprint that you'd remember, a little bit like the one that the astronauts left on the moon. And if that's not cool enough for you, well, how about these?
This is one of the Nike mags. A lot of people probably recognize this sneaker from Back to the Future.
That's right. These are the shoes that every kid wanted in 1989 when Marty McFly wore them in this famous film.
Power laces, all right.
Just like Marty's, they actually lace themselves up, which is so cool.
Come on.
There are also some limited edition shoes designed for celebrities and by celebrities. And of course, some retro Air Jordans, the line of sneakers first designed for this goat. A pair of these would set you back more than $40,000. So, probably not for Sports Day then.
Now it's time for a segment that's all about speed and intensity. It's the Fast and the Furious. Ready, set, roar?
Here comes Ramblin' Rex. Dave's on the charge.
Yes, this is a race between people dressed as T-Rexes. Because, well, why not? This is the third T-Rex run held in Washington in the US. It's the fiercely fast competition that leads to the occasional collapsed head. Here's a fearless creature that you wouldn't want to mess with. No, not the bear. I'm talking about this dog. The Fast and Furious pup decided to defend his neighbours. After they saw the CCTV footage, the neighbouring family promised to provide their four-legged hero a nice steak dinner. And these are some hardcore heavy metal knitters? Teams with names like 9 Inch Needles and Wolf Fumes battled it out at the first ever heavy metal knitting world championship in Finland. Clearly, some took the arts and crafts part of the performance a little more seriously than others.
It's ridiculous, but it is so much fun. Everyone should do this.
What do you reckon? Would you rather compete in the dino race or the heavy metal knitting? Let us know in the comments below. Oh, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos just like this one.